Welcome to week 5, and let's take a look at what we have coming up this week. You have your normal discussion boards, and if you haven't finished, by the way, the exam that was due at the end of week 4, I did tell you that you could extend that into this week. Make sure you get that done before the last minute. You do know that we have July the 4th coming up at the end of at the end of week 5, and so it'll be important for you to get that thing knocked out of the way. A couple of chapters, well, actually just one chapter and then part of a chapter to read in the textbook. You'll be modifying your Constitution Declaration and HTML file, and then you'll be creating a new file called styles.css. And then here you see all the grading requirements. Now, there's one thing that I add in the grading requirements here in week 5. We're to the point in the term where you really should know by now that you need to be correcting all your mistakes and then copying your files forward and then adding on to that work. I do have some students every once in a while who will just start doing their work for next time and then not even worry about those old corrections. But the thing is that if you don't correct your mistakes, your work is not going to be correct in week 8. And so if I have to go in and find your mistakes twice, and if I see that same mistake made twice without being corrected, then I just count double for that. So if it cost you 5 points before, this time it'll be a total of 10 points. And you'll see that statement here. So just be aware of the grading rules for all of your assignments. We have a real fun research forum this week. You get to go in and look at CSS Zen Garden. And everybody always likes this particular discussion, and I hope that you will enjoy it too. There's 3 videos this week. The first 2 are just introductory. They talk to you about what CSS is and ways that you can create CSS. The assignment for this week is pretty short because I know that you had so much to do in week 4. And so the last of the videos is the one that walks you through all the steps on how to do this week's work. Whenever you're finished with this week's work, then your 3 files will be centered horizontally on the page here and 80% width, and you'll have margins on either side that are equal because we're aligning all of the content to a width of 80%. And Declaration and Constitution will all look the same. So I hope you enjoy the assignment this week. It's not a lot of work, but what you will be doing is creating just a few styles, not very many. And I hope you enjoy the experience and really take a close look at that CSS Zen Garden. That will really interest you with what people can do with CSS.